I intentionally don't watch certain content because some stuff they leave on the internet to trigger people, to mess with people's heads, to make people confused about who they are. And that's why I don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I struggle to fit in, is because I can see the problems everywhere. And you want to talk about it, but you feel like other people are going to look at you like, girl, like, why do you care so much, you know?
You didn't come from here, that's why you don't fit in. Don't even bother to follow the strands. You are an infinite being. You've come to a planet of non-feelings, where sociopathic behavior is normalized, where honesty seems to be demonized. You didn't come from here, that's why you don't fit in. That's why you don't fit in. So don't even bother to follow the urgings, 'cause you are an infinite being. You are an infinite being.
What's up, y'all? It's Sydney Island here. That's the island with the wide 9S. And look at me, looking like a whole tomboy. Really just looking like a whole boy. Just looking like a whole 12-year-old boy. When I do my makeup, y'all, this is not me trying to show y'all how to do makeup, because I will say it as many times as I need to so y'all can understand. I suck at putting on makeup. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some people will compliment me on my makeup. And I'm like,
Why?
I mean, it's alright. It's alright. I'm alright. And I can't even get to no lotion. It looks like semen. Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. Okay, y'all. Let's just jump into the topic of this video. It's called Why You Don't Fit In. Why don't you fit in? Why don't you fit in? Well, there's a couple of reasons why you don't fit in. Okay? And this video is for my empaths. Okay? This video is for people who actually give a damn about other people. This video is for y'all. Okay? This video is for people who actually, you know, care about making the world a better place. So the reason why you don't fit in is because of that reason. It's because you are an empath and you care a little bit more than the average person. Okay? You care a little bit more about, you know, and it's going to sound corny to some people, but you care a little bit more about feeding the hungry animals and giving them a home. You know, you care a little bit more about giving the homeless housing. Well, honestly, to me, that's not even cheesy. That's not corny. It's not corny to care about people. It's not corny to want to make the world a better place. But a lot of the times, people treat you like you're corny when you start talking that positive stuff. When you be like, you know what? I want to give the animals a place to sleep. I want to get these animals off the street. I want to get these homeless people off the street. I want to create homeless shelters. I want to donate to charity. I want to, you know, go to Africa and donate to the hungry kids in Africa. I want to donate food. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got all of these goals. You got all of these goals and all of these plans to better society. And you feel lonely because of it. Because a lot of people don't share those same desires. When they see somebody being hurt or injured or wounded or abused on the internet or in person, they kind of just turn the other way because they kind of got that attitude of,
it's not my problem.
You know, but you like, okay, but it is your problem because this is your planet, okay? And if it can happen to that woman over there, it can happen to this woman over here. You know what I'm saying? If it can happen to her, it can happen to me. And a lot of the times people don't have that empathy where they're just like, well, if it doesn't happen, if it's not happening to me, then it doesn't matter. They'll see somebody getting abused or they're suffering in some kind of way, and they kind of, I'm trying to get in the light, y'all. I'm trying to get in the light. I have horrible lighting. They kind of just like, well, you know, if it's not happening to me, then I don't care, because they don't find it to be relatable. You know, they're like, well, that person's suffering is not relatable to me. I have never suffered in that way, so why should I care? And that's a very toxic and dangerous way to look at things. But a part of me wished that I was able to be like that. A part of me wished that I was able to detach and disconnect from how I make people feel. I literally have experienced the most freaking draining, most traumatic abuse because of my inability to detach from how other people viewed me, and from my inability to detach from how I made other people feel. And honestly, being an empath sometimes feels like a curse, especially when you end up in a relationship with
A narcissist.
because the narcissist, and I gotta make a separate video of like narcissist versus empath, like to really break it down. But the narcissist feeds off of your empathy. You know what I'm saying? The narcissist feeds off of the fact that you actually give a damn. The narcissist does not. You know what I'm saying? All they care about is themselves, and they see that you are always willing to please. Yeah, so that's why you don't fit in, because a lot of people are cold and self-centered. Okay, a lot of people are very, very self-centered, and it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, you know. And this has been a hard pill to swallow for me, is that a lot of people can be cold, and a lot of people are like zombies. You know, they just want to smoke their weed and drink their Hennessy and just be half conscious, so that they don't have to face their flaws, and so they don't have to face their insecurities, and they don't have to face the fact that they're a bad parent or face the fact that they're a bad spouse. Another reason why you don't fit in is because every time you enter a room, you know, like a public facility, it can be any type of public environment, you see what needs to be fixed. Okay, you see the propaganda behind, you know, the placement of the things in the environment. It can be a grocery store, it can be a gym, you know, it can be a movie theater. It's just any public facility. You see how things have been strategically placed in a certain way, you know, so that people can cater more to consumerism, pretty much. And you see that when you know, go somewhere, you see in the lobby of that facility that there is like a bunch of freaking TVs everywhere, and you thinking, why so many TVs? Like, how many TVs does a bar need to have? How many TVs does a restaurant need to have? How many TVs does a hotel need to have? How many TVs does the nut house need to have? Okay, and it sounds funny, but I did stay at a mental health facility for a little while a few years back, and one thing I couldn't stand was the fact that in every single room, right, they had like these common rooms, you know, where they would have table and chairs, and, you know, a place where you can go to when you when you would leave your room, right? And I couldn't stand that in every single one of these common rooms was a TV, and it would be blasting. And I'm like, how are we supposed to heal from our mental shit if there's all these other ideas from the outside world being poured into us? Like, we should have at least one room where we can go and find solace and find peace. I mean, after all, ain't that why we even here in the mental health place? Like, so that we can kind of have peace away from the world, you know? Shouldn't there be more books? You know, shouldn't there be a place where we can pick up a book and read it? You know, shouldn't there be, you know, something where we can cater to our creative side and do arts and crafts. Maybe have a time where we can sing, or you know what I'm saying, or just do something more artsy or something like that. But no, it's just TVs everywhere. And sometimes those people will play very disturbing things on the TV that would trigger my anxiety. And there's a couple of other people who felt triggered too, but they wouldn't really do much about it, you know. They would have like a warning, and then people wouldn't listen, you know. But that's a whole nother freaking topic for a whole nother day. But yeah, when you walk into a room, you can see that there's something that needs to be fixed. There's something that's not right. There's something that was placed in a certain way so that people can eat themselves to death. Or, you know, like for example, TV commercials. I don't really watch a lot of TV for this reason. The commercials. There's a food commercial every 2 seconds. And I find myself getting hungry when I just ate. I just ate a whole meal and dessert. And I had my juice. And I'm full as I don't know what. And then they keep showing these food commercials. They're showing delicious, juicy burgers and fresh salads and, you know, all types of stuff. And now you're just hungry. And that's why a lot of people, especially in America, that's why the obesity rates in America is so high. It's because of cable. It's because of TV. And the only reason why I'm even watching any TV is because there's a TV in this hotel room that I'm staying at. Without that, I wouldn't watch TV. I'm very picky about what I choose to watch, and I usually only watch it on my phone, online. You know, and I'm very picky. I watch something that I know is very light on Tubi or something, or on YouTube, but I intentionally don't watch certain content, because some stuff they leave on the internet to trigger people, to mess with people's heads, to make people confused about who they are. And that's why I don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? That's why I struggle to fit in, is because I can see the problems everywhere. And you want to talk about it, but you feel like other people are going to look at you like, girl, like, why do you care so much, you know? And people have definitely responded to my empathy like that, you know? They're like, why do you care so much? You know, it's not your life. So my whole life I've always struggled to fit in. I've struggled to fit in ever since elementary school, because I've always noticed things that were wrong, even with my classmates' behavior. I'm like, I'm a freaking baby in elementary school, and I'm looking at my classmates like,
why y'all act like that?
Literally an old soul, like a grandma in a little kid's body, looking at all my classmates like, the F wrong with all of y'all? So that is a huge reason why I have struggled to fit in. And I know good and god dang well that I cannot be the only one. Hopefully my face wasn't like cut off. I don't know if that looks crazy or not with the eyeshadow, because I'm blind as a bat without my glasses. A lot of the times I don't even know what my makeup looked like until I put my glasses on. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what it was looking like. Oh my god, my eyebrows look like dookie. They look like 2 strips of dookie. Like somebody just dookied. And I just put my fingers on the dookie, just when they went like that. Just ew. So another reason why, oh my god, I need a haircut. So another reason why you struggle to fit in, you feel like a misfit, you feel like an outcast, you feel a little bit unusual, is because you find it hard to be fake. Okay? You find it hard to sugarcoat the truth. Okay? It almost it makes you cringe to have to cover up how you really feel. You know what I'm saying? It makes you cringe to try to pretend that you don't notice all the things that's effed up about the world. You know? It makes you cringe to have to tell your friend who's clearly an alcoholic and not say something. You know, because you have that empathy. And that empathy causes you to want to push through the whole, what if she thinks I'm being mean? And what if she thinks I'm this negative thing and that negative thing? No. That empathy makes you really want to tell the truth to that friend. And you just want to tell your friend, you know,
I think you're going through something.
you can't lie. And so sometimes I keep quiet because of how much darkness I see, and how much negativity I see in people's behavior. Sometimes I don't even say anything because I feel like I would rather be quiet and like maybe suffer in silence a little bit than to be straight up and tell like it is, and then be the most hated. And maybe that's my weak ass Libra moon being like, I don't want everybody to hate me, people gonna think I'm mean, blah blah blah. But girl, there's always gonna be somebody that don't like you, you know what I'm saying? So just tell it like it is anyway. You don't fit in because you can be too blunt. You see people for who they are, and you can see through people's facade, and you can tell when a person is lying, and you can tell when a person is pretending, because you're very intuitive. You're very intuitive, you're very perceptive, and a lot of people are not. As simple as that. A lot of people are not. Also, another reason why you don't fit in is because you know that a vast majority of these jobs out here are very toxic, and you don't want to even apply. You know, your parents are telling you, you need to apply, you need to get a job, you need to, you know, why don't you go work at Burger King? Why don't you go apply to Chick-fil-A? Oh my gosh, they're hiring down the street, you know, Dollar General is hiring, da da da. And in your mind, you're like, but I've already worked those jobs before, and it didn't work. Those environments are toxic. It kept me broke. 444. I don't know, I just saw that. 444. Ooh. 444. Somebody needed to hear that. But somebody needed to hear that. I've already done this before, bro. I've already worked these entry level jobs. I've already been a cashier. I've already been a retail sales associate. I've already worked a factory job. Well, now what? Can I do something more? Can I make money doing something creative? Can I make money doing art? You kind of at that point. And so you don't fit in, because when people run their mouth about the different jobs that they are applying for, or the different jobs that they work, you kind of sit there quiet like, I don't care about any of this. Like, I don't relate. I don't, and you know, and you'll work these jobs and you don't fit in the environments, because the people take that stuff too seriously. Like, they take so seriously, you know, what the coworkers are saying about them. Is a lot of gossip and he said, she said, and people you just feel detached from the environment. You feel like, I don't care about any of this stuff. I don't care that I got their order wrong. Like, get over it. Like, this is like a waste of my freaking time. And I'm speaking completely from experience. You know, that's why I'm working a very unique job. It's more of an alternative job. It's definitely not being a waitress or being a cashier or being a retail sales associate. And I'm not hating on anybody who works those jobs. There's plenty of people who feel fulfilled doing that and who really like doing that. But from my experience of working those types of jobs for a whole decade, most people didn't really like it. Most people would be like,
I can't wait to go.
I can't wait to go. Oh my God. And they would be checking their phone. Girl, guess what? We got 20 more minutes till I clock out. 20 more minutes till I clock out. That's not a life. That's not a heck no. The fact that you are waiting to clock out almost every day. The fact that you spend so much of your energy and time being in an environment that you are desperate to leave 5 days a week. That's not a good life. But you were raised to believe that that's the only way that you can make money. And that's toxic. And that's why I struggle to fit into environments like that. You know, because I just be knowing. Like, this is slave labor. They're not supposed to be working us this hard and only give us a 15-minute break. And then they don't even pay us nothing. You know what I'm saying? And your feet be hurting so bad. You know what I'm saying? And you come home smelling like stinky food, and you know, you got to deal with people's negative attitudes when they don't get your order right, and it makes you freaking miserable. And you know, ye who does not fit in to many places on this planet, you know that there is something that is not right about living your life like that. And somewhere in your mind, you say to yourself, but what if I didn't have to do this? And that's why you don't fit in, because a lot of people don't even get that far. A lot of people don't even go so far as to question, you know, whether they have to do a lot of the things that they do. Yeah. Another reason why, honey, that you don't fit in is because you're very conscious and you're very careful about what you consume, as far as what food you put in your body, the TV shows that you choose to watch. You know, you're very conscious of your diet. You want to go vegan because you know that when you're eating red meats, yeah, it can be very low vibrational, because you're eating dead bodies. Dead clumps of flesh are sitting in your intestines. So, yeah, girl, I'm going to have to talk about that vegan stuff. I mean, I was off and on vegan for quite a while, and, you know, I'm not hating on anybody who eat meat, because I eat meat. I just prefer to stay away from red meat. But I do eat, like, chicken and fish and stuff, but I was vegan. And when I tell y'all, when I was vegan, oh my God, I felt like Jesus. I felt like the second coming of Christ. I'm just playing. Let me not say that, because I feel like people gonna really take that seriously and then come for me and be like, you got spiritual psychosis. You want them people who like them crazy spiritual people on TikTok, and you got spiritual psychosis. Like, it was a joke. Calm down. Yeah, you're also conscious about who you sleep with. You're conscious about who you exchange, you know, the sex energy with. Like, you're very conscious about, I'm being a little bit more, I'm like censoring myself a little bit more in this video, because editing out cuss words, it can be too damn much. I mean, I just cussed. You don't fit in because you're very conscious. You're very conscious of what you eat, who you get it in with, you know, who you lay underneath the sheets with and exchange that energy with. You're very conscious of the people that you call on the phone. You're very conscious of the people that you tell your personal business to. You're very aware. And a lot of people are asleep. A lot of people will prefer to be zombies. Emotionless zombies. With no love in their heart. They feel like the best way to operate is just to focus on themselves and F everybody else. Child, this don't look like nothing. You mean tell me this whole video I was putting on makeup and that's the final result? Okay. Now I know y'all hear them heavy-footed mother effers. Stomp, stomp, stomping like, who the hell live up there? Sasquatch? Freaking Bigfoot? The Bigfoot got a room in the hotel? Damn. Anyway, so let's do a recap. Bro, I like my makeup. What was this video? What was this video? Look at this. I look almost the freaking same. Like, what is this? What is this? Let me not even bring it close, because I don't want y'all to see the monstrosity that I have created on my face. And then I need a haircut. I got these clumps of Negro naps that I am trying to cover with a hat, because I need to get a haircut and I haven't brushed my hair. Anyway, this ain't about me like that, okay? So let's do a recap. Damn. Now, why the hell didn't she do that in the beginning of the video? She could have been done cover that jungle on the top of her damn head. So, recap. The reason why you struggle to fit in is because you're very empathetic, and a lot of people are full of it. You see the world for what it is. You see people for what they are. You're very sensitive to your environment. You're very sensitive to the foods that go into your body. Like, you're just a very sensitive individual, and it makes it hard for you to relax enough to really feel like you can be yourself, enough to even find out if the real you can fit in or not. But I will say this, don't try to fit in, because you're not meant to. You know, you're not meant to fit in with people. You're not meant to be like everybody else. You're meant to stand out. That's the whole point of being a misfit. That's the whole point of being an outcast. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to stand out. You're a diamond in the rough. Like, you're a diamond in a bowl full of turds, you know? And People are digging through the turds to get to you, you diamond, you beautiful shining diamond. You keep hiding though. You keep hiding because you're scared. You know, when you're not scared solely just because you don't fit in, you're scared because you know that you're exceptional, and you feel that you're going to be a target of envy and hate because of how exceptional you are, because a lot of people are going to interact with you and then be angry at you because you have these traits that they wish that they had. You know, these very traits that make you feel like a misfit, these very traits that make you feel lonely, are the very traits that other people really wish that they had too. So that's all I got for y'all today. I actually intended to look prettier by the end of this video. But I literally look exactly like how I did when I first started. I prefer to do earrings, and yeah, but that's all I have for y'all. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. I love you. Yeah. Bye. That's why you don't fit in, 'cause you're awesome, baby. Deuces.